Hi everyone, welcome to Tuesday Check-In. So this past Sunday we considered what it means to have faith through the lens of the story of the disciple Thomas in the Gospel of John. And we saw that being guided through the process of the inner recognition of truth is what brings us to an experience of faith. And as we look at Thomas's story, we can ask the question, well, what specifically brought Thomas to faith? And we find that in this poignant and beautiful story, it is touching the wounds of God that brought Thomas to faith. When we reach out to others, when we make their wounds, their humanity real to us, then this is how we recognize the presence of God in the world, and this is what brings us to faith. So I thought today that we would focus on the process of Thomas reaching out to Jesus' wounds and what that might mean for us. So if you are joining us for our meditation today, I invite you now to just settle in your seat wherever you are. Let's take a deep breath in and out. And with the out breath, letting that ground us wherever we are. So we begin with John chapter 20. On the evening of that first day of the week, when the disciples were together, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." After he said this, he showed them his hands and his side. So as we breathe with intention in and out, let us reflect upon whether there is a wound in ourselves or in others that we feel is too vulnerable to be seen or acknowledged. We note that Jesus was not ashamed of his wounds. His risen body still included them. Breathing in and breathing out. Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here, see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it in my side. Stop doubting and believe." As we breathe in and we breathe out, we note that Thomas, touching Jesus' wounds, made the presence of God real for him. Let us reflect and see what ways acknowledging our wounds to ourselves and others might give God an opportunity to be present with us. Breathing in and breathing out. Thomas said to him, "My Lord and my God." As we breathe in and out, let us rest in the knowledge that woundedness does not do anything to prevent God being with us. Rather, through God's divine love, it is one of the many ways that God is present with us in solidarity and empathy. Breathing in and breathing out. Let us take one more moment in quietness. And now, with one more deep breath in and out, in and out, we let the movement of our lungs bring us back into whatever space we are in. Thank you, my friends, for being with us for these moments together. I do hope that they can serve as some inspiration for your coming week. And I hope that you also can join us at church, 10:30 a.m. on Sunday, either in person or online. Take care, everyone.